WrestlePalooza was truly a night to remember. Some people would say that WrestlePalooza didn't meet the expectations of ESPN. Others believe that it did. Honestly, the only thing that matters is the fact that we have a brand new women's world champion, and the fact that we got some breaking news in the middle of the show, which is that Stephanie McMahon is the very, very first inductee into the 2026 WWE Hall of Fame, announced by fellow Hall of Famer The Undertaker. So congrats to Stephanie McMahon. Shout outs to you, girl. Congrats, you earned it. We love you. You're truly an incredible human being. And on that note, we now talk about the results of WrestlePalooza. And this first match, I don't even know what to say. We knew that Brock Lesnar was coming for blood. We knew that he was going to completely destroy John Cena, and that's what he did. That is exactly what he did with three, four, five suplexes, and 6 F5s. Literally, that's what it took. It took 6 F5s to defeat John Cena, and then on top of that, Brock Lesnar delivered a 7th F5, and it was a complete massacre. Yeah. My honest opinion, I feel like that match never should have made it on the card. I feel like that a match like that should have been put on a PLE, like perhaps like maybe Crown Jewel. Honestly, but it is what it is. But it wasn't even close. I'm just being real. It was literally SummerSlam 2014 all over again. There are just no words to describe how devastating it was to see John Cena get his ass handed to him by Brock Lesnar. I'm just gonna move on. Next up, we have a tag match that featured the return of the Usos taking on the Brawns of the Vision, and we found out on the Countdown show that LA Knight was going to be the special guest referee, and interestingly enough, he actually allowed it to be a no disqualification. Literally no disqualification whatsoever. Tables were used, chairs were used. It was all over the place. And there were a couple times where Jay almost attacked LA Knight, but obviously incidental contact, of course. But at the final moments, Braun Breaker hit the Usos with a spear at the same time through a table, which allowed Bronson Reed to hit Jay with a tsunami to win the match for the Vision. Not gonna lie, not gonna lie. Obviously, there was gonna be how can I explain it? We knew that there was going to be ring rust between both Usos. We knew, because obviously Jay, being a former Royal Rumble winner, a former World Heavyweight Champion, 9-time Tag Team Champion, his last tag title run obviously being with Cody, and then of course being a former Intercontinental Champion, Jimmy hasn't done much as a singles star, and apparently I don't think he's going to anytime soon, which proves the point that a lot of fans have been making for quite some time, and the point is that people believe that Jimmy Uso can't get the job done without Jay, which sounds weird because they've been a team since day one. So yeah, I think Jimmy Uso still has a lot to prove as a singles competitor. But as far as them being a tag team, again, the ring rust was going to play a huge factor, and they had not teamed in a traditional tag match since earlier this year as part of WWE's first European tour, which was the Road to WrestleMania. I mean, shout outs to the Brawns, but there's really no telling what's going to be next for the Usos, let alone Jey Uso after what happened tonight. But next up is the Women's World Title match between Stephanie Valkyrie and Io Sky. Originally, it was supposed to have been Stephanie Valkyrie versus Naomi at Clash in Paris last month, literally just a few weeks ago. But unfortunately, that did not come to pass as well. Big Jim had other ideas, and now Naomi is pregnant. So don't get me wrong. Congrats to both Naomi and Big Jim on the pregnancy. Props to them. But I feel like a match between Stephanie Valkyrie and Naomi would have been a banger. But this match, with the involvement of Io Sky, earning her long-anticipated, long-awaited, and well-deserved one-on-one rematch for the Women's World Title, it was truly an instant classic. We knew, we knew that both ladies were gonna tear the house down. Holy shit, did they ever! They literally tore the house down. Moonsaults, dragon screw, leg whips all over the place. It was back and forth. Huge props to both ladies. But at the final moments, Stephanie Valkyrie hits Io Sky with a spiral tap to win the Women's World Title. Now to put some context on this match. As I said before, it was supposed to have taken place at Clash in Paris between Valkyrie and Naomi, but here's the thing. Stephanie Valkyrie earned her spot by winning a battle royal at Evolution about a couple of months ago. Excuse me. However, unfortunately, because of Naomi's pregnancy, that did not come to pass, and the match at Clash in Paris was canceled, and I believe that got replaced. I believe, with the match between Becky Lynch and Nikki Bella, which was for the women's intercontinental title. But other than that, I think this match definitely delivered. 100% it delivered, and I would love to see those two ladies running back. I think those two, they know how to put on an instant classic. Can't wait for round 2. But speaking of Becky Lynch, next up, Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch of the Vision faced off against CM Punk and the in-ring return of AJ Lee. For the first time in over a decade, AJ Lee competed in a professional wrestling ring. Honestly, the mind games. We knew Seth and Becky were going to play mind games. We knew. But AJ Lee, she's the queen of mind games. She always knows how to manipulate the field, if you will, to her advantage. And for the most part, it was all Seth and Becky, and they literally stole each other's moves. We saw literally everything. GTSs, we saw slaps, stomps, we saw AJ AJ, Seth, and Punk get put through an announce table. It was all over the place, and AJ Lee even applied the Black Widow not only onto Becky Lynch but also onto Seth Rollins as well. And in the final moments, AJ Lee made Becky Lynch tap out to the Black Widow, which not only did AJ Lee win the match for her and her husband CM Punk, but that also put her in line for a shot at the Women's Intercontinental title at some point, which means if AJ Lee becomes champion, Lyra Valkyria has the opportunity to put herself back in line for a shot at the Women's Intercontinental title in the foreseeable future, which is possible, but all I have to say is welcome back, AJ Lee. Speaking of welcoming people back, that brings us to the main event. Cody Rhodes, Drew McIntyre for the WWE title, and this was a very interesting matchup because Michael Cole had mentioned it on commentary that that they once became tag team champions together as part of a team known as the Dashing Ones, and they actually won the tag team titles in Indianapolis. Cody Rhodes became tag team champion with Jay at Fastlane in Indianapolis, ironically enough. And then of course Cody had defeated Kevin Owens earlier this year at the Royal Rumble as well. So obviously both Cody's career and Drew's careers both of their careers pretty much intertwined with one another. Again, as I pointed out, they became tag team champions together. Both of them became Intercontinental champion practically damn near at the same time. So their careers were pretty much intertwined, and in 2016 or sorry, in 2016? Yeah. 2016? Yeah. So in 2016, both Drew and Cody, they both got released from WWE, and they both traveled the world. They both honed their craft. Drew went on over to TNA to become TNA World Heavyweight Champion. Cody went to TNA at one point in his career. He started up his own company, became a champion over there. Became NWA World Champion. He became IWGP United States Champion in New Japan Pro Wrestling. So their careers pretty much intertwined. The big difference between the two is that when Drew came back, he busted his ass to get to where he is now. Cody, he did the exact same thing, but he got much closer to the WWE title quicker because of his last name, which some people believe that might be the case. I really don't see it that way. I think it's just Drew being Drew. That's all it is. But this match truly was something to remember because we all knew that this was Cody's first match back since the SmackDown after SummerSlam, when he and Cena teamed up against Logan Paul and Drew McIntyre, which is where Drew McIntyre kicked Cody Rhodes' head through the announce table. Excuse me. And then of course the final moments of the match, Drew almost did that again, but the referee was like, "No, you're good." Drew attempted. Cody moved out of the way, and Drew hit his leg on to the bottom of the announce table, which damn near destroyed his knee. In which the final moments, crossroads to Drew McIntyre, pretty much makes him still the WWE champion. So Now I want to give my honest thoughts about the move to ESPN after tonight's WrestlePalooza. I don't know. I think it's a bit of a stretch that they chose to do ESPN. There have been so many people. There have been multiple people on social media. They're just saying, fuck this. I want my fucking money back. In fact, one person in particular even just posted a video. I believe her name is Lauren. Her YouTube name is LuigiPS3. Shoutouts to her. Huge shoutouts to her. No copyrights. Don't want to get sued or anything. But she posted a video with the title WrestlePalooza results. I want my money back right now. Which I can totally understand why. I think having to pay $30 a month is a bit too extreme. But at the same time, obviously you can connect your you can connect your I think it's Fubo TV, Hulu Live TV to ESPN, and you would still be fine. Me, on the other hand, I had to buy ESPN Unlimited directly. So, yeah. But once I get my PSA slabs, and I start buying out collections with that money and shit, I don't think it'll be that much of a problem. But I want to know something, and I want you guys to let me know down in in the comments below if there's a way to watch ESPN Unlimited without the ads, because I believe there have been 10 times tonight where I had to watch the entire show, including the countdown show, with ads, literally with 3 minute ads each interval. So I don't know if there's a way to watch ESPN Unlimited without the ads. I don't think it's possible, but if you guys do know, let me know down. Let me know down in the comments below. And on that note, that will do it for today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you guys smash that thumbs up button. If you guys are new to the channel, you guys want more more premium live event predictions and results in the future, then be sure to subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, and as always, make sure you guys are following me on all my social media. All of my ads will be in the description below, as will the info to my fan mail. It will also be in the description as well. And on that, this is the boy Nash, signing out.